Trinamool Congress. Mr. Memon, Nupur Sharma has now managed to secure a gun license in the light of the threat assessment and the nature of the threats that she's been facing following her remarks. The Delhi police taking all possible precautions. Sir, what's your response?
Well, the grant of protection or gun license is subject to the severity of the perception of threat. Now, in her case, if she has made out a case that she has received some genuine, there is a fear to her security, her life, then the intelligence and the security department would try to study that, and once they are satisfied that yes, there are genuine threats to the security of a particular citizen, then in that event the request is granted. And if she has been granted that, well, I think it's an administrative job.
So, Mr. Memon, you would therefore agree that the intelligence agencies as well as the Delhi police would have done their due diligence. There's obviously a background check, a set procedure before a license is procured. So the nature of the threats she's facing appear to be fairly severe.
Well, I have no idea whether they have done their homework or necessary investigation before granting such license or not, because that I would not be the person to know this. It is for the, you can check with the police commissioner in Delhi, or you can check with the other home department's officials as to whether they had done necessary investigation as to the genuineness of the threat perception before granting such license.
Okay, Mr. Memon, thank you for your response. Let's also get in a response from Mr. Udit Raj of the Congress Party. Mr. Udit Raj, does this not only expose the kind of threats that Nupur Sharma was facing, given the fact that she has security cover and now she's managed to procure a gun license as well? What's your response, sir?
In all respect, she must be protected if gun license has been given to her. Is welcome.
Okay.
Because her life is under threat. Then what is the issue? There is no issue. There shouldn't be any controversy about it.
Okay, Mr. Udit Raj, because after all, Umesh Kolhe as well as Kanhaiya Lal were murdered for merely backing her statement. Thank you. Let's in fact get a response from Mr. Waris Pathan as well. Mr. Pathan, Nupur Sharma, who Mr. Imtiaz Jaleel wanted to be hung on the streets, has now managed to secure a gun license, obviously exposing the kind of threat she was subjected to. Give us your response.
That if a person, whether he or she, whosoever, feels that there is a threat to a life, and if they feel that they need certain kind of protection for them, then they have a right to apply to the police commissioner or to the court, showing them the threat perception. And if the police commissioner, the courts are convinced that yes, there are threat perceptions after looking at the reports and all, usually they give permission to have a license for a gun. So what is new in that? So many people have been having a license to carry a gun, but it should not be misused and it should be taken proper care of. There are certain things which have to be followed when the license is issued.
Okay, those comments are welcome, Mr. Waris Pathan, but do you believe that the likes of Mr. Jaleel should now come out and actually apologize for the kind of statements they made?
Well, I would like the BJP to come out and apologize for the statement made by Sadhvi Pragya as well. What did she say? Churi chaku taiyar rakho, dushmanon ki gardan kaatna hai. I would even like the BJP to come out and apologize for the statements made by the Member of Parliament, Parvesh Verma, who said that boycott the Muslims. It's in the Constitution. He has taken the oath of the Constitution and he speaks like that. And I would also like them to say that what happened in the Dharam Sansad when calls for Muslim genocides were given, they should come out in the open and apologize for that as well. Thank you.
Mr. Waris Pathan, thank you for your response. Let me take this across to our reporters. Bhavtosh as well as Priyank were with us, but Nupur Sharma has been now granted a gun license in the light of a threat assessment that has been made by the Delhi police and intelligence agencies, presumably, who would have also given their inputs. She's had security cover for almost 6.5 months now, and she'd filed the very first complaint about the threat she faced in May 2022 itself to the cyber cell of the Delhi police, which is of course proceeding needed to act. And in the light of the threats that she's faced, she's now managed to receive a gun license. Priyank, this is a significant development, of course, an additional layer of security, so to speak, now for Nupur Sharma. And what's interesting to see is that at least along political lines, we spoke to the TMC, we spoke to the Congress party, we also spoke to the AIMIM. They all appear to be, at least on the surface, welcoming this move, taking cognizance of the kind of threat that Nupur Sharma has been subjected to.
Yes, Siddhartha. Since the time of the controversial statement which came out from Nupur Sharma, there was a series of threats which were coming not only from India but also from abroad. So everyone was partly very much concerned about the BJP leader and the panelists in the various TV debate shows. But following to which we saw that what happened to Kanhaiya Peri in Udaipur, then we saw that various of those threats of Sanjay Juda were also being converted on the ground, and there were lives which have been lost. So this was a very serious thing which came into light after a series of factors which were highlighted during the course of investigation by various agencies, not only by the Delhi police but also by the Rajasthan police, as well as the NIA investigation had also suggested that various modules of ISIS and other terror modules which have been trying to infiltrate in the various portions of the country have been using this particular debate show, statement by Nupur Sharma to vitiate the atmosphere. So it was a very much urgent concern for the agencies to give an urgent protection to Nupur Sharma. That was given, but at the same time, when he had applied for the license from the Delhi police, that has also been granted to her.
Right. So, Priyank, just as a follow-up, somebody like Rizwan Ashraf, a Pakistani national who was apprehended in Sri Ganganagar in Rajasthan, allegedly involved in a plot to target Nupur Sharma. And not just that, even with the Kanhaiya Lal murder case in Udaipur, there was a transnational link that has now emerged during the course of the NI investigations. So, obviously, the authorities are not in a position to leave anything to chance.
Yes, certainly, Siddhartha. Not only with respect to providing these kind of immediate security measures, but also the kind of security which has been given to Nupur Sharma and various district police officials who are deployed on the duty in that particular area where she has been staying in the national capital. There is enough amount of security which has been provided to her in the outer periphery. But since she travels and she goes to different locations. And all
Priyank, let me just interrupt you because we need your inputs for another development, this time in the national capital, where yet another murder case